Welcome back to Traveling Dice. We have round 3 of our current Escalation campaign for you today between the Dwarves and the Ogres. This is the 700 point round. Just as a recap, we are increasing the army size by 100 points every round, going all the way up to 1500. The winner of the last game is going to be the winner of the campaign. Each victory yields you bonus points as well as every loss. You get more victory points for a win, of course. 50 bonus points for a win, 25 for a loss. Those bonus points are going to be spent on either Scrolls of Binding or mythic artifacts from the Storm Magic book for the final game. We are fighting over the newly unearthed caverns due to an earthquake, and we are gathering up these items as we go through. Each round we can also sub out portions of our army up to 20%. I've only made additions this round, so I have added 4 additional Longbeards. They are armed with great weapons, and I've also added 3 additional hammers. So rounding out my forces, I have my Thane. He is armed with a shield and a runic weapon. His armor has a rune of stone, and his weapon has 2 runes of cleaving. This is going to give him +1 strength, as well as armor piercing. I have 19 Longbeards with great weapons, full command. I have a bow thrower, 16 hammers with a champion. My opponent, the Ogre player, has added a Gorger and a champion to the Mournfang unit. Looking at his overall list here at 700 points, he has a Bruiser, which is his general, has heavy armor and a great weapon. For his core, he has a unit of 6 Ogres with additional hand weapon. He has a unit of 2 Mournfang, which includes the new champion. They are armed with heavy armor and the Iron Fist. He has 1 single saber tusk and 3 lead belchers, as well as the Gorger. For our terrain, we have an ordinary hill, ordinary building. We have a large piece of impassable terrain. We're going to be using 2 forests and some fences. We have finished placing terrain and deploying. We have 2 forests right there in the center of the battlefield. They're mysterious forests, so it should be interesting. See what happens as people venture in there. The impassable got placed in the corner over there. We have the regular building off on my right flank. The fences are just kind of scattered here throughout. The saber tusk is behind the fence on my left flank. The Ogre unit with the general is not too far from them. Mournfang there in the center, probably where they belong, I guess. And we have the unit of 3 lead belchers over here towards my right flank, my opponent's left. Opposite the lead belchers, I have my bolt thrower. I'm pretty compact over here. Towards the hill with the bolt thrower, I have the hammers and my Longbeards with the general in that unit. Longbeards are pretty much directly across from the Mournfang. I did roll on the ancestral grudge table. I got a 6, so my army hates his army. That should help. My opponent did get the first turn though, despite me having the +1. So we'll see you during turn 1. Just finished movement during the top of turn 1. The saber tusk is flying up the left flank. The general with the ogres are moving into the center there. That ended up being an ordinary forest. Mournfang not far behind. The lead belchers, they kind of look like they might be heading for that building, but they do have line of sight on my hammers. So each one of them gets D6 shots. How many shots? Ooh, 15 shots. So they are long range. Lead belchers don't get penalties for moving, nor do they get penalties for multiple shots. So 15 shots.
Hold on, give me a minute. A lot of dice pile up.
Yeah, good. First world problems here. You got 15?
Yeah.
5's a hit. All right. Not too bad. And these only 4s to wound. So 2 wounds. That's strength 4, armor piercing. So no saves, just 2 dead hammers here.
Slowly but surely, those hammers are going away.
During the bottom of turn 1, the Longbeards have advanced up, giving the Ogres a potential charge. I made sure that they would need at least an 8. And the hammers have advanced up as well. Kind of looking at those Mournfang. During the shooting phase, the bolt thrower is going to shoot at the lead belchers. The Mournfang make for a nice target as well, but I do have to shoot through that forest, and it's long range. The lead belchers, I have a clear shot, and it's short range. So I'm going to need a 4 to hit those lead belchers. All right, so going over to the top of turn 2. The saber tusk continues to move up that flank and is now in the area of the flank of my longbeards. I maybe eventually going over for that bolt thrower or adding some support. The Gorger did not show up. My opponent rolled a 1. The ogres advanced slightly into that forest, offering me some long bomb charges. The longbeards would need a 10, and the hammers, I think, also need a 10, or I have a 12 from the hammers onto the Mournfang. The lead belchers went into that building here. Are you going to be shooting at the hammers again?
Yeah.
All right, so how many shots? 3d6? Not quite as good. So 9. Big pile of 9 dice. Long range, so these will be 5s again. Your dice are cold right now. 1 hit, you need a 4 to wound. No wounds. All right.
Hey, yo, can I borrow your dice?
So bottom of turn 2 here, I'm going to do these 2 charges. So both of these units are going to try and charge the ogre unit here. They both need a 10 on the dice in order to get in there. Blue dice are going to be for my longbeard unit. 8 on the dice, they're going to come up short. And for the hammers, 3 on the dice. All right, we'll get those moved. So both of those units moved up with the failed charge. The bolt thrower here is going to fire at the saber tusk. It's short range, clear shot, needing a 4. My bolt thrower has just underperformed this whole campaign. Going over to the top. During the movement phase for turn 3, my opponent declared 2 charges on the longbeard unit. They're immune to psych, so fleeing wasn't an option to me. If it was, I might have considered it. Taking a charge from both those units a little rough, but they were very easy charges. My opponent made them in there without any difficulty. The saber tusk is in position here to offer some support. Mr. Gorger decided to join the party and came on and moved up to threaten my bolt thrower. And now we're over to the shooting phase. The lead belchers again are firing at the hammers. So they have 3d6 shots. All right, 6 shots. They're going to need 5s to hit. One hit, you need a 4 to wound. All right, so another dead hammer. Going over to the combat phase here, first we'll resolve the impact hits. So we have some strength 5 impact hits. This ogre is going to do a strength 5 because he's got the supporting rank, and the Mournfang are each going to do D3 strength 5 impact hits. So 2d3. All right, so the 4 is a 2, and the 1 is a 1. So that's 3 plus 1 is 4. Let's make a pile of 4 dice. These are strength 5s, so you'll need 3s to wound. 2 wounds. No save against strength 5, so 2 guys die. And then your general's going to have a strength 6 impact hit, so this will wound on a 2+. And that one will wound as well. So 3 dead dwarves due to the impact hits. My opponent's bruiser has issued a challenge, and I'm going to accept with my unit champion, who's right there in front of him. So we'll do that in a second. As amazing as it might be, my Thane has the highest initiative. He's initiative 3. So my Thane has 3 attacks, and he's going to put these attacks into the champion and the Mournfang unit. So I need 3s to hit. And I've got a reroll for hatred. Boo. All right, and I am strength 5, armor piercing. So I need a 3s to wound, 2 wounds. So this is gonna be -3 to your armor save. So you need 5 up armor. Oh, you made both of them. You sly dog. All right, that's rough. Well done. Ogre strikebacks here, the Mournfang. The attacks from this Mournfang here have to go onto my general. So that's 4 attacks from the Mournfang. The beast itself, they'll need 4s to hit. 1 hit, and these are strength 5, 4s to wound. No wounds. All right, so on to regular guys from the other Mournfang. So 4s to hit. 2 hits.
Wait,
And
isn't that the champion? Do I gain an extra attack for the champion?
you get extra attack for the ogre, but not for the beast.
Oh.
The guy on top. We'll do him in a second.
Oh, we're doing the things that are
They're riding on, yeah.
It gets confusing.
Yeah. These guys are the Mournfang are strength 5, so you need 3s. And I get a 6-up armor. No. So kill another guy.
So if I'm getting pretty good combat res.
All right, so the ogre on top. This ogre on top has to go against my general. So he'll need 4s to hit.
How many attacks?
3. So 1 hit, and he has strength 4. So 4s to wound. No wounds. And your champion now will have 4 attacks on the Longbeards. They'll need 4s to hit. Ooh, nice. 3 hits. And these will need 4s to wound. 1 wound. So this will be 5-up armor. No, another guy. And you have this ogre here. He's got additional hand weapon. So that's 4. And then you have another 6 supporting. So 10 attacks from regular ogres. These attacks will hit on 4s. Four hits, and they'll wound on 4s. 2 wounds. I'll save these on 6s. Nice, saved one. And your bruiser will go at the same time as my warriors. We're in the challenge though, so your attack's going to go against my champion. The bruiser in the challenge has 4 attacks. He's weapon skill 5. You need 4s to hit. My champion, ooh, bruiser comes up empty, misses with all 4. All right, my champion's going to strike back. He's got 2 attacks, needing 4s. 1 hit. This is strength 6, needing a 3. No wounds. And then going to regular guys. So these 2 guys can attack the ogres. This one looks like he's locked out due to the challenge. And then I have 5 that can attack the Mournfang champion. So 5, 2. All right, so these 2 on the regular ogres needing 3s to hit. And reroll for hatred. 2 hits. Use a wound on 2s. 2 wounds on the ogres. And then on the Mournfang, these will need 3s to hit. With a reroll for hatred.
I hate hatred.
You hate hatred?
Yeah. I have hatred for hatred.
Nice. And strength 6. And toughness 4. So looking for 2s. So 3 wounds, 3 armor saves, 5 up. Made them all last time. Made 2 out of 3. And I think they also have a parry save. So it's a 6-up parry. All right, so the Mournfang champion's going to take a wound. And you get some stomps. So you get 3 strength 5 stomps that are wounding on a 3. How many wounds?
2.
2 wounds. So no save against that. And you get 1 strength 4 stomp that's wounding on a 4. That one wounds as well. I get a save against that of a 6. No. All right, so combat res. 3, 6, 9. You did 9 wounds. And you have a charge. And a charge. I did 3 wounds.
That's a lot of combat res.
I have a standard, and our ranks are a push. So you're going to beat me by 6.
Dwarf leadership.
Well, I'm leadership high, but I'm
10.
down by 6.
So that's leadership 4, I believe, because I believe the Thane has the same leadership as the Longbeards. No, one more.
Yeah, so I need a 4.
Yeah.
4 or less on 2 dice.
So you want Snake Eyes, Boxcars.
Oh!
No! How is that possible?
1 out of 36. All right, they're hanging in there. All right, we got a big scrum here in the middle, bottom of turn 3. Hammers charging in there to help their buddies. The Longbeards out. That charge was automatic. Bouncing over to the shooting phase. Gonna try to soften up a Gorger here. Definitely short range. Doesn't get much shorter. Looking for that 4. So disappointed in you, Bolt Thrower. Going over to the combat, my Thane's still at first. He's going to still put his attacks on the champion and the Mournfang unit right in front of them. No hatred anymore on that unit. Only getting it the first round. 3s will hit. I get 2 hits. Strength is 5 on that guy. Needing some 3s. 2 3s. And those are armor piercing. So you got a 5-up armor save. 2 5-up armor saves.
Nope.
Your armor saves have been just red hot.
And this is where they get cold.
They're cooled off. You got the parry, though. 6-up parry. Did you make either of them?
Nope.
Nope. All right. So that champion's actually going to go down. He already had 1 wound. So that's kind of a big deal.
This is where the dice get cold.
He's worth 2 for combat res. All right. So Mournfang. Your beast has 4 attacks. I'm assuming you want to go into hammers rather than my general with the 2-up armor. All right, so you're gonna need 4s to hit the hammers. 1 hit, and you're gonna need 3s to wound. Ooh, failed to wound. Rolled a 1. Uh-oh.
Let's try red dice.
Try red dice. Red for blood, huh?
Yeah.
All right, the ogre on top has 3 attacks. He needs 4s to hit.
Show me the damage. Yes!
Wow, okay. 3 hits. And strength 4, you need 4s to wound.
More damage.
More damage. 2 wounds.
Okay.
So -1 on my armor. I'm looking for a 6. Made 1. Another hammer dies. And regular ogres. You're going to have a total of 10 attacks from regular ogres.
Okay.
And these are going into the Longbeards. You're going to need 4s to hit.
How many attacks? 10?
10 total. 4 from this guy, plus 3 supporting from those 2.
Okay, don't have enough red dice.
Uh-oh. All right, 4s to hit. Oh, wow. You got a 1 in there, yeah.
Guess red dice are the work.
Yeah.
So?
I usually just use them for wound trackers, but maybe I ought to be using them for attacks.
No, these are my dice.
4s will wound as well. Strength 4, toughness 4. Ugh, gross. All of them? 8 wounds. All right. Wow. You know, when I bench my dice, it never goes that well. All right, so 8 wounds. These are strength 4, so I got 6-up armor. Oh, a couple 6s. I'll take it. So 6 guys.
Wait, am I down to the second row already?
Yeah. Oh, and we have this continued challenge going on. So your bruiser has 4 attacks. He's going to need 4s to hit.
Hold on. Okay.
He missed with all 4 last time.
Let's try it with the red dice.
Try it with the red dice. Oh, 1 hit.
1 hit.
1 hit. All right.
Still better.
And this will wound on a 2.
I drank a 1.
Oh,
Of course. Failed me,
1.
red
My
dice.
champion just holding up that bruiser. I love it. All right.
I thought I'd be done with him first round.
I kind of thought so too. All right, so my champion, into your bruiser, has 2 attacks. He needs 4s, 1 hit, and this will be a 3, 1 wound. And that guy doesn't get a save against that. He just takes a wound. Okay, it's cool.
So why are you using red dice?
Usually I use red dice to mark my wounds. But all this time I've been sitting on these red dice. Didn't even know it. All right, so this Longbeard has to go into just regular ogres. So that's only one attack. I need a 3 to hit, and he misses. And these guys have nobody to attack. Over to the hammerers. I have a total of 9 attacks from hammers. The guys in the front rank have 2 attacks. So that's 6 from the guys up front, plus 3 supporting. 9 attacks. These charge this turn, so I'll benefit from hatred here. So I need 3s to hit with a reroll.
Wait, was that champion an overkill?
No.
Okay, so I can take the die by him?
He's worth 2. He had 2 wounds left.
Oh, okay.
You can only get overkill if you're in a challenge.
Oh.
Miss even with the hatred. I do have a total of 7 hits. Now, dwarves get +1 strength when they charge. It doesn't come up a lot, but that makes my hammerer's toughness 7. So
usually the other opponent is the one that charges with the dwarves.
Usually. That 1 will fill the wound, but I'm going to have 6 wounds. And at strength 7, you are at a -4 to your armor save. So you need 6s for armor.
How many?
6 of them.
See how red dice do against defense.
Okay, 6s for armor save. Wow, 2 of them. That's pretty good. And then you have a 6-up parry, which you need to make 2 of these in order to live. Well, you were pretty good on your wounds there, but I did manage to... Feels good killing Mournfang. I don't do it that often, but yeah, I don't mind. All right, combat res. Well, I did better for sure. Totally blew it and forgot his 2 stomps. He had a strength 4 stomp and a strength 5 stomp. If he wounded with both, he would have won the combat by 1. If he wounded with only 1, then it would have been a push, but I would have won by 1 because I'm the only one with a musician. And then if he failed to wound with both, it would have been the same result. So most likely didn't change the outcome, but potentially just totally blew it with this mistake. Sorry about that.
Pretty much my best unit gone.
So on the Mournfang, I did 5 wounds. On your bruiser, I did a wound. And that's that. I did a charge. I have a rank for the hammers, which I still think applies, and a standard. You did 3, 6, 7 wounds, and you have a rank. I only beat you by 1, even with all that bloodshed. I know. And you're not steadfast. I think the hammers still count, even though they're going to be out of the combat once this is resolved. So you're down by 1. You're looking for a 7. An 8, of course.
Oh, wait, why did I use the red dice?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, you're going to have special leadership dice?
Yeah, white dice.
So, I mean, I would have to go through a FAQ. I think that their ranks still apply to the combat res, even though they're going to be out of combat once this is resolved. For those watching, if you feel strongly otherwise, let us know in the comments. Rather than just pouring through FAQs and stuff like that, we're just going to roll with it, I think. So I was hoping he wouldn't roll an 8 and then it wouldn't matter. But of course he rolled an 8. All right, so your unit's going to break. And I'm going to pursue with the Longbeards. I don't actually think the hammers can pursue.
Their army's out because of this, and turns out that
I was wrong.
Yeah. Then I win.
You know,
I win the game
I'm wrong
by
a lot.
default.
I'm wrong a lot. So.
But then I win the game by default.
Well, I don't know by default. It would just mean you would hold.
Yeah.
But I'm doing all right here. All right. So.
I mean, my ogre's got some pretty hot dice going.
They do. So you're running, and I'm pursuing you with my Longbeards. Oh, an 11.
Oh. Okay, 2 6s. Don't fail me now.
Don't fail you now. There's a 1.
Yep.
Oh, snake eyes. All right. All right, so that unit's going to get taken off here. And
what happened to you guys?
We'll clean up. And then we'll go over to the top of 4. Turn 4, the Gorger's charging in on a bolt thrower. The Saber Tusk just kind of holding pat here. The Lead Belchers are going to be firing at the Hammers, who reformed at the end of that combat. There's the final spot of the Longbeards. So the Lead Belchers have 3d6 shots. How many shots? He's got the dreaded red dice here. Oh, they're cooling off. 6 shots. And they're still long range, so you need 5s.
Okay. Let's see how cool they are.
5s to hit. 2 hits.
2 hits?
And 4s to wound.
Wait, what am I shooting at? I forgot.
The Hammers.
Oh.
So 1 more Hammer is gone. Okay. Over to combat. The Gorger. He's 4 attacks plus 1 for Frenzy. 5 attacks. He needs 4s to hit. I do need a fear check here. Actually, are crew immune to psych? They might be. Anyways, I'm good.
Wait, didn't my... Wait. Did my bruiser cause fear?
My other combat units are immune to psychology.
Okay.
So 5 attacks, you need 4s to hit. Oh my gosh. All of them?
Wait.
No, the 3 misses. Okay. And then he is strength 5, so you need 3s to wound.
You're not cooling off yet.
Not yet.
Wait, 3 set?
3s to wound.
3 to wound. They're not cooling off anytime soon.
All right, both overs deleted here. And your guy has to overrun because he's frenzied. So go ahead and roll 2d6. So we got a 5. So we'll get him moved up, and then we'll go over to the bottom of turn 4. Bottom of turn 4, and look at the Hammers here can just barely see that Gorger. Hello. I need a 6 to make that charge. 6 on the dice.
Come on, snake eyes. Snake eyes.
7 on the dice. Hammers are going in there. All right, so I'm just moving over to that flank with the Longbeard unit, preserving those points. I don't want to get them into shooting range. They don't have a ton of wounds left, and they're worth a lot of points. So going over to the combat phase here, Gorger's going to be up first. He's got 5 attacks. If you want to put 1 in the champion, you can. Just let me know.
I'm just going out for all units.
No reason not to put 1 into the champion, because it would reduce my attacks by 1.
Okay. I'll use the one that actually has numbers on it.
Okay, sounds good. So you're going to need 4s to hit. 2 hits.
Not on the champion.
And 3s to wound. 2 wounds.
You're never going to be able to stop the Gorger.
All right, so I have 4 guys in base contact. They have 2 attacks each. That's 8 plus 1 for the champion, which is 9. And then I've got 3 supporting attacks.
You cannot end the Gorger.
12 attacks, needing 3s with a reroll.
Oh, I hate hatred.
Comes in handy sometimes, because I had 6 misses.
Yeah, I don't know. Whenever I was playing those Wood Elves with the Dryads, that hatred never came in handy.
Never?
I mean...
Wounding on 2s.
When I can recall...
All right, that's a dead Gorger. Wounded with all of them. 3, 6, 9 wounds. Dead Gorger, and I will reform. And then we'll go over to the top of turn 5. Top of turn 5, the Hammers are facing off against the Lead Belchers over there in the building. The Sabertusk is preserving his points there. And my opponent is jumping straight into the shooting phase. The Lead Belchers are still long range. 3d6 shots, 11 shots, very nice. Make a pile of 11 dice. You're going to need 5s to hit due to the long range. Hit. 5 hits. You're going to need 4s to wound. Yeah, I'm glad they're not poisoned.
I so wish they were poisoned.
2 wounds. All right.
2 hammers. They're long gone.
Bottom of turn 5, the Warriors just butting up against that flank. Again, preserving their points. On the Longbeards, the Hammers march towards that building. Considering a turn 6 charge, probably depends on how many casualties I take here on my turn. Or on my opponent's next turn. So going over to the top of 6 is now short range. You're going to get 3d6 shots on the Hammers. Ugh. 14. Make a pile of 14 dice.
I don't have 14 red dice.
Oh no, whatever will you do? You'll have to roll a non-red die.
Wait, do I have enough? 12.
Oh, you have 13.
13.
Oh no. Everything's ruined.
Orange die.
Orange die. All right, 4's to hit.
They're not. What? 4's to hit?
4's to hit. Orange die worked out for you.
Orange die worked out.
3, 6, 7 hits.
Are an honorary red die.
Honorary red.
Yeah.
And 4's to wound.
Oh.
Looks like 4 wounds. 1 in the forest there.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 wound landed in the forest somehow.
All right. So I think that means I'm not going to be charging here. This is going to be a nice victory for the Dwarves. So it will stand at 2 victories so far for the Dwarves with 1 loss. And 1 victory for the Ogres with 2 losses. And we look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye for now.